They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled. End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From midfield now, Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st and goal.
Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
13-yard line.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
The Ravens take over.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end, and able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 79 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Burrow will throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They go play action here on first down. Going for it all. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score. Ravens 14. Bengals nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Going deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And Andrews lost the football.
Nick Boyle. That's good for a Baltimore Raven. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson now. He's going to let this one go deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
57, Mike, 57.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Everson Griffin able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Yeah, Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Mixon on the carry.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
First and goal, Cincinnati.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Punching it in from a yard away, and the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow looking to pass. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 12.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. Jackson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Marlon Humphrey.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Now Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Number 83.
Tyler Boyd, 61 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 34 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score. Ravens 42. Bengals 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
7-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Check 43. Check 3. 50. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Yeah. 57.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, middle. That's got to be a...
Now Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because...
That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
And the Bengals 1st down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
Burrow's pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
A 7-yard
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Okay, ready?
Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Burrow. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Rosa's kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
45.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Third and 2, here's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson to Boykin, 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
The ball carrier.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Hey, check, Mike 57, Mike 57. Quarterback, don't get nervous.
Another run here with Dobbins. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The ball carrier.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Jackson looking to throw on third. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On first down, Dobbins. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Jermaine Pratt there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
That's the end of the third.
Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 6.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Jackson will keep it, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Burrow will throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on third down is Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Four down. Mark 55. That's what I do.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Tonight's final score, Ravens.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think